Now back to football. Two of the top teams in the Hocking went at it tonight, the Trimble Tomcats and the Waterford Wildcats. Now we got TVC-Hocking reporter Duncan Goldberg. He was there to watch it all unfold.
Indeed I was, Joey P. And tell you the truth, I had me some cat scratch fever for this one. Because last year, this game determined the TVC-Hocking champion. And this year, it could have very well just done the same. The Tomcats were able to start their game the way they needed to in this one in order to win. But as they were able to keep their offense on the field, and the defense was on the sideline, completely dominating the time of possession. They were also getting some help from the Wildcats as they were shooting themselves in the foot with fumbles and not setting the edge on the defensive side of the ball, allowing sweeps to burn them with big plays. The Tomcats were able to get off to a 12-0 lead, and their defense was looking strong against Braden Belleville and Peyton Stevens. But over time, that lead would just evaporate as the Wildcats would get it going. And starting the second quarter, the Wildcats started to get their head in the game as they were able to chip that lead down to 12-8. And then they would just explode, holding the Tomcats to 0 points from the second quarter on and ripping off 30 points, and they would win 30-12.
So Duncan, it sounds like what you're telling me is Belleville, he really got it going in the second quarter, right?
Indeed he did, Joey P. To put it like this for you, if a bunch of soldiers are in front of a tank, they're going to slow the tank down for a bit. But at some point, that tank is going to blow through. And the soldiers were the Tomcats' defense, and the tank, well, that's Braden Belleville. In the game, the Wildcats were able to score 4 total touchdowns. And guess what? Belleville, he scored every single one.
Hey, that man Belleville, you called him a tank. I might call him a hoss, Duncan. You talked earlier about how this game might decide the winner of the Hocking this season. So can you break down the conference and the outlook for me?
It's pretty simple, Joey P. If the Wildcats just win out, which they should, they're going to win this conference. They have already knocked off the 2 most talented teams in the conference, in the Miller Falcons and tonight in the Trimble Tomcats. And after what Miller did to Southern tonight, it's pretty far-fetched to believe that any other team is going to take down the Wildcats.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Obviously, plenty of time left in the season, but it sounds like the Wildcats, they're probably really liking their chances of going back-to-back. Nice work tonight, Chief. Now, if you weren't